Hello, I'm Melinda Liu with Health Scan Thermography, and today we are going to look at my thermography images. And before I show you my own images, I just want to share that before I had my images taken, I thought I was pretty healthy and that my images would look pretty good because I don't really have any symptoms that I'm struggling with currently. Nothing major. I would say minor health imbalances. And so the value of having a thermal image is that the images don't lie. The images are showing you where you have inflammation in your body, whether you're aware of it or not, whether you feel it or not. And so silent inflammation is something that we all need to be concerned about because we aren't aware. All right, so here we are. We're looking at my images, and right away, my right breast here is so much warmer than my left. So on the images, we're looking at symmetry, and ideally, the colors would be the same on both sides. So you can see that the right one, there's a lot more heat happening here, which is concerning. Okay. And even on this image from the profile, you can see that I have a pretty major hot spot that I need to pay attention to. On my right breast here, you can see that it's not there on the left side. So now I have an awareness that I need to be paying attention to this right hot spot here. What I can do is some of my own therapies or protocols to encourage better health on this right breast tissue here. I can continue to other health screenings and scans to get more information on what else may be going on there, because really all this is looking at is inflammation and temperature changes. So if I want to see if there's actual structure there, then I mean, A, I can feel it myself with my own hands, but also B, I could do like a breast ultrasound to see if there's like a structure there. And then another thing to note is like this huge red, almost triangle looking section, which is directly over my liver. I also had no idea that I would have this much inflammation over my liver. I don't have any symptoms or any pain or anything that would tell me otherwise. So now I need to really do some liver care, don't I? And pay attention and monitor to make sure that this is actually getting improved. I need to do some liver cleansing. I probably need to make sure that my detox pathways are working better than they currently are. And I also need to make sure that my intake of metals or toxins is limited if I can control that myself. I need to try. There's obviously some gut inflammation here in different spots as well. And then another concern for me is on my back here. There's a big hot spot on the left side of my mid to low back, kind of around where my kidneys and adrenals would be. So this is really good information for me to be aware of if I wasn't aware of it before. And this is the value of thermography is not to scare me, to make me feel like I should be afraid that I'm dying or something, but that I actually need to take action. And I can work with a holistic doctor or a practitioner to help me and make these improvements in these areas. And then the other thing I can do is check my images again a couple months from now to make sure that I am actually getting better with the therapies and the practices that I'm implementing. And or if I'm not, then I need to change course and try something else. So it'll keep me honest on where I'm at, right? Because again, I was not aware of really any of this inflammation. And I like to think of myself as a healthy person who tries to take good care of themselves. So now I get a real reality check and I need to take some action here, more than I was. And then I can keep myself honest by checking again in a few months to see if I am making improvements. So that is one thing I recommend for everybody is to get your imaging done so you know where you're at. You can be honest with yourself about the inflammation that's showing up in your body, and then keep monitoring to make sure that you are in fact getting better and not worse. So it's the monitoring that's also important, not just the initial information. And so if you guys have any questions about what I just shared, feel free to drop it in the comments. If you are in the Middle Tennessee area, I'm available to take your images. My website is healthscanthermography.com.